Welcome to Xamarin Form Tutorials. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to use the expandable view inside our list view and collection view and the bindable layout, whatever. So our motive is to learn the expandable view inside our list item. Okay, so in our previous lecture, we already learned that how to use the bindable layout to any of the layouts. Okay, so here I am going to implement the expandable functionality inside the bindable layout. Okay, so how to use the expandable layout. So sometimes we need to show some details and the description inside our list item. So due to few spaces, we can only show the few items, we can only show the few details inside the list item. So if we want to show more details inside the list item, we can use the expandable views. So how to create the expandable views? It's pretty easy. So this is our bindable layout, and you notice that inside our bindable layout we are going to show only the name and address in our previous lecture. Okay, so now what I am doing, so inside our stack layout I am taking another stack layout, and this stack layout visibility is by default false. Okay, so here I am using I'm binding is visible property here. Is visible details. Okay, so we have to create this property inside our list item object. Okay, and second things, we are going to copy these two things, and we already created to another object, to another property called phone and email. By default this phone and email will be hidden, and when user click on any of the item, then this item, this phone number and the email will show. Okay, so here I am going to bind this phone number and email. Okay, and this phone number and email, this stack layout by default is visibility false, so that means these details will not show at first time. So when user click on this item, then we will show these details here. Okay, so here we need to create is visible details property, and make sure that when we create this binding property as a boolean and is visible details, and when we are going to set the property value on the fly, so we have to use the iNotify property changes. Okay, so I'm going to copy this iNotify property changes, and also this property change event. Okay, this is necessary because whenever we want to set the true or false inside this property, we need this iNotify property change implement inside our class. Without this iNotify property change, the visibility will not work. Okay, so here we are using the iNotify property change inherit inside our employee project, and make sure that this property should be a backing field. Okay, so how to create the backing field? We are simply copy this backing field here, and I'm going to paste this here, and is visible details. And this is the boolean. That's it. Okay, now we have to write few logic. Suppose when user click on that item, we have to take that particular item element. So how to do this? So inside this stack layout, so we are not, so when user click, because the bindable layout does not contains any clicked event, so that is the reason inside the stack layout we are taking another stack layout dot gesture recognizer, and here I am using the tab gesture recognizer. Okay, and inside this tab gesture recognizer, okay, and here I am using a command property. Okay, so inside this command I'm going to bind a command here. Okay, so here I am going to bind a command. So basically we are not directly bind a command because this is a list item, so that we have to use the command in using the binding context. Okay, so here I am using the path equals to binding context dot and here I am going to give the name of my command, so details. Okay, and here I am using the source property, and inside this source property I am using x reference, and we have to give a reference name. Okay, so what is our reference name? So this is our stack layout, and here I am setting the bindable layout. So here I am taking a x name as a employee data, and I am copy this x name here, and I am using this x name as a source. Okay, and second things, we have to use a command parameter. So here we have to bind the command parameter. So what will be the command parameter? Basically we want that particular item when user click on the item. Okay, so here I am using the command parameter as binding dot. Okay, so that means when we use this show details command, inside this command, when we are passing the command parameter as a list items. Okay, so now I'm going to create the command. Okay, so here is my command of show details, and when we pass the binding parameters, command parameter here, so we have to take this parameter from here. Okay, so I'm here using a e as a command parameter, and we have to cast our list item. Okay, so our list item is employee list. Okay, and I'm giving a variable name as employee. Okay, and second thing is whenever we use this, whenever we get the selected employee item, and we check one thing, selected employee dot is visible details. Okay, so we already know this, the by default the boolean property have a value as false. Okay, so we are setting a toggle. If the details is showing, then user click on that, it will hidden, and if it is hidden, and when user click on it, it will show. Okay, so we are using a if else property here, if else here. Okay, so if is visible details equals to true, then we are going to set the false, otherwise true. Very simple. Okay, so now we are going to run our application, and let's see what happened. Okay, so sorry for showing the details. I am going to put the phone number and the email address here. Okay, fine. So now I am going to run my project. Okay, now this item is showing, so now I'm going to tap a item, and you can notice that after tapping, it's showing the null. Okay, so let's find out the issue here. Okay, so we have to pass this command parameter outside. Okay, okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. So I'm going to run this project again. Okay, so that item is showing here. So after clicking on this, you can notice that the phone number and the email is showing. So it's looking very odd because I am not setting any style here. Okay, so whenever we click on this item, it will hide, and when it's hidden, and after clicking it's so. Okay, you can notice that. Okay, so that's for the expandable view. So if you have any query, you can put the comment below, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.